With so many Americans upset about the high cost of living, how prices have gone way too high, how prices grow faster than wages, my reaction to it is I feel bad for the people who are struggling because I don't like to see nobody struggle, and I'm just grateful to be in the financial position that I currently am today, but also it's a sense of we still gotta do what we gotta do because I want people to understand this. Complaining will not solve anything. People who just come on social media and complain, those people are not trying to problem solve. Like, I understand it's gotten rough out here, but half of those people are in consumer debt. Like, and they may have made decisions that have put them in a bad situation. And now that cost of living is going up, it just makes it worse, or it shines the light upon it much more. Because a lot of people, they rack up credit card debt and they rack up car loans, or they take out student loans that they can't pay back. That's the other reason. That's half the reason why people are struggling. But also, there's people in today's society who are financially literate and are still struggling financially. It's just tough out here, but honestly, we gotta be prepared. We gotta make sure we have our finances in order, because 2026 is only gonna get more expensive. It's only gonna get more costly. With the war in Iran going on, with so much economic uncertainty, we just gotta, honestly, this is just a time to where we need to just cut back, save, and invest. See where you could cut back, see where you can get your bills lowered, because that's one thing that will actually help you in a down economy. Is make sure that everything is well with your job. Make sure you guys are taking advantage of 401k plans by your company, because so many people leave free money on the table. Some employers are even will match your 401k contributions up to a certain amount. For example, some employers say, we'll match up to 5% of what you put in. That's a 100% rate of return before the stock market even moves up or down, before your investments even go up or down. You can always count on that rate of return. And half of the people who are struggling are older Americans because they never planned for retirement. So many Americans today are having to wipe out their 401k savings. They're having to wipe that stuff out because of high cost of living, or to cover unexpected bills or unexpected medical costs. But before you invest, you need to have an emergency fund. And where you should keep your emergency fund, you should keep your emergency fund in a high yield savings, not a traditional savings. And here's the difference. With a high yield savings, they offer 3 to 5% in interest. Now, traditional savings, they only pay 0.1% in interest to 0.5% in interest. So you're earning more money. And if you keep your money in a traditional savings, your money is losing purchasing power, meaning the amount of stuff that you could buy goes down due to inflation. Because if your money is not growing faster than inflation, it's losing value. Guys, the CPI, Consumer Price Index, reported that inflation in March surged over 3.3%. 3.3%. And high yield savings accounts are paying between 3 and 5%. This right here will show the difference if you leave your money in a high yield savings versus a traditional savings after 1 year, what it grows to. So you guys need to just invest and save and cut back on things. Cut back on spending. cut back on this consumerism. You guys realize all this stuff evolves around consumerism. All this debt, or most of it, in my opinion, evolves around consumerism. We're so quick to spend, but we're not quick to save. We're so quick to buy the fanciest car, but we're not quick to save. And honestly, your reckless spending will always come back to bite you, especially when times get rough. Because a borrower is a slave to the lender, and this is why so many people are struggling. Cost of living in some areas are pretty moderate, and even then, we're still earning pretty good wages. Like, in my opinion, yes, times are tough right now, but let's be honest. People just overspend. They don't know how to budget, and they don't know where their money's going. They lack financial literacy. So high cost of living is not all of why people are struggling. It's because the lack of responsibility that people have with their finances. It's the lack of work. It's the lack of work that it's the lack of work ethic that people want to put in to get control of their finances. That's why they're struggling. It's not all the cost of living. Sure, cost of living has played a huge part, and with wages and with inflation and cost of living growing faster than wages, yeah, that'll make it tougher. But we all gotta do what we gotta do. We're all living in the same economy. It's just people you have people who are thriving, and you have people who are just surviving. When you have an emergency fund, you're moved to a state of I'm thriving, I'm good, knowing that if something happens, you got money to take care of it, and you don't gotta take out a loan. Over half of Americans say they can't even cover a $400 expense. $400 emergency expense without using a credit card, without going into debt. You do realize if you put an $800 emergency fund on a credit card, it's not going to just cost $800, because the average APR around credit cards is going around 20 to 30%. Let that sink in, 20 to 30%. And it's not going to take you. It's going to take you some time to pay it off once it compounds. Here is what you'll have to pay on the credit card if it grows 20 to 30%, and you put $800 on it for an emergency expense for, I don't know, your car broke down or something like that. Here is what it will be after 2 years. Here's what you will have to pay. So we need to get financially literate, because that's an important life skill. Learn how to manage your money. Get out of debt. Budget. Sometimes you need to just move to a place where, and I understand it's easier said than done, but sometimes you just gotta change the city you live in if honestly cost of living has gotten too high and how much you're earning is not keeping up. Or you guys need to just do what you gotta do and take care of yourself. Because guys, nobody's coming to save you. The government is not coming to save us. We gotta do what's best for us. We gotta continue to put ourselves first. We gotta continue to educate ourselves so that we can become financially literate. So that way we could live good life. We could live our life stress free. We could have peace of mind. A lot of people don't have peace of mind. In life, all you want is peace and peace of mind. That's all you need, for real. That's all you need. For as long as you got that, you straight. And I thank God that I got that. I thank God every single day I'm in my right mind, and I got peace of mind, and I got financial peace of mind. Guys, that's all you need. So let's make better financial decisions, because decisions that we make today will always impact our financial lives tomorrow. So let's get educated. Let's get literate. See, remember, save that money, and one day that money gonna save you. Hope you guys like this video. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Stay blessed.